Greetings. How's everybody doing? It's White Raptor News. Here we have Revelations 13:8, and I love to go into other channels that teach about the mark of the beast. Okay, isn't what you think. It's deeper. It's deeper. So we're going to listen, because I've been telling everybody that these people here are mocking you. They put the truth right in front of your face, but you guys are not figuring it out because, number one, you're leaning on these people's understanding. This world teaches you to lean on somebody else's understanding. They do not want you looking to the voice, your higher conscience, your better self. They don't want you listening to that. You have that voice. It's the thing in your head that tells you when you're not supposed to be doing something. These people don't want you listening to that voice. They want to externalize every part of the Bible. And here's proof of it.
Masses of people are going to be deceived into worshiping the devil. Even though they don't believe they are, even though they will not think that they're doing so, you're about to discover that in the mark of the beast, people will think they're doing something very good. And you wonder how that can be. Okay, so the mark of the beast. That word beast is not an insult. It sounds like one. It's not. It could be translated living creature. The mark of the animal. A beast is a symbol that represents a kingdom or a nation. It's a symbol. Just like a woman symbolically represents a church, a day represents a year in prophecy, wind represents strife among the people, water represents multitudes of people. These are symbols used in prophecy. So we're looking for the mark of a nation or a kingdom. And we found last night that the little horn in Daniel 7, same as the first nation over there in Revelation chapter 13. Little horn is, well, little. It comes up among the other horns. That means it's in Western Europe. Babylon.
There you go. Who is the little horn? So he just led you into telling you that it was, who was it? And then right away he shifts. Okay, his story goes completely off and he starts talking about something else. So when they're talking about the little horn, folks, this is what they're talking about. Images of the little horn in the brain. There's your horn, folks. Okay? What else have I told you? Look here. Okay, they've given you this as the Ark of the Covenant. Okay? The Ark of the Covenant is this. Here. You see this? This is the Ark of the Covenant. Not that. Now, was there ever an Ark of the Covenant like this that was built and made creative and perfect in every way? Absolutely. I'm sure that this piece or something like it exists somewhere, but stashed away in some rich, eccentric billionaire's home, hidden away. Because these artifacts are a part of their story. And every now and then they need to bring them back out because people are starting to wake up. So this is your Ark of the Covenant, where what? This is where the two tablets of God comes from. Images of Moses coming down Mount Sinai with the two tablets. Okay. And then he smashes them, right? Let's see. Okay, here's one right here. The hand of God, the finger, because in the Bible it tells us it's a finger of God that carved out the tablets with his finger himself. He fingered the tablets. More fantasy for you right there. But these are a representation of the Ark of the Covenant. And the two tablets of God, which the commandments are written on. Okay? The commandments are written here on your hemisphere of the brains. Okay, this is where our higher self tries to talk to us. This is the guiding self. Okay, and the higher mind here is at war with the lower mind, the cerebellum. Here. This is a cerebellum. This is a cerebellum. And on a backside shot, it kind of looks like, oh, I don't know, a sack, you know? So the cerebellum is at war. The lower mind, this is the ego mind, is at war. This mind here is at war with the higher mind. This is where we are cast into. Everything that's going on is externalized. You just heard the man say little horn. Okay? That is the little horn right here. All right? And let me show you another picture. Here you have the commandments on two tablets. Okay? So the tablets is the left and right hemisphere of the brain. The Ark of the Covenant is the cerebrum. Okay? Someone could say that it's the cranium, which would be the skull, but the skull doesn't have anything to, it's just the cover. That would be the cherubim. The cranium would be the cover of your cerebrum. And this is your left and right hemisphere of the brain, which is your masculine and your feminine. This is where you get your Adam and Eve, and at one time they were probably connected as one mind only, connected with the Most High until they ate from that tree, and then Adam and Eve fell into individuality, so they were split in individuality, but yet still born into this world of, or cast out into this world of duality. So now you know that these are the tablets of God. This is the little horn that he just mentioned. Who is the man of the little horn? So what's that saying? We all have this going on inside of us. Okay. The flesh suit was designed to enslave your mind. That's what this place is. And people have forgotten. They don't know where they're from. They think that this is it. They're running around with their heads cut off, and they don't have a clue. So I've just proven to you that the two tablets of God are the left and right. The little horn is this little blue thing here, okay? Images of the pineal gland, okay? And this here connects to this parable here. Here, the eye is the lamp of the body. If your eyes are good, your whole body will be full of light. But if your eyes are bad, your whole body will be full of darkness. If then the light within you is darkness, how great is that darkness? Here, right here in this sentence, right there, that is duality. Okay? And this is what you need to learn. There's no sense in allowing these people to create hate and angst among you, because that's their purpose. That's what they're here for. That's what they were created for. They're created with egos. They have souls. You see, there's certain things that I don't agree with some of the greatest speakers that I know that I listen to, but I still don't agree with everything that they say. But I don't discharge my friendship with them because of that. So also here, it's the I. It's singular. Jesus said singular, man. The lamp of the body. The lamp of the body is the pineal gland. This is your light. Okay? This is what brings you it. This gland, pineal gland, it transfers us from the spiritual realm into the ethereal realm. This realm here, the air, the ether, the physical. That's what this gland particularly does. Between these two glands, the pineal gland and the pituitary gland, your pituitary gland here and your no, there it is, right there, the little pineal gland. These two glands between them fire off neurons, sparks, arcs. The Ark of the Covenant, sparks from the Ark. Everything that I'm telling you, man, has to deal with our physiology, our metaphysiology, and who we are. It's about spiritual ascension. A spiritual ascension is through the mind. We can't do it any other way. You're not going to get off of this plane trying to ascend through what these people are telling you, okay? Because they're not telling you the truth. So the cerebrum here and the cerebellum here. Cerebrum being the God brain, first thing to develop inside the womb, right from the beginning. That's the snap. That's the spark of life. Is it life? What it is, it's a soul, is what it is. So, that's a big debate that people are fighting on, pro-choice or, to save the child now. So everything here is designed to create emotion from you. And however it can get it, fear, all of it. All right. Now, that's the pineal gland that touches the lamp of the body. I've showed you the 2 tablets of God. I've showed you little horn now. Now we're going to get to the hippocampus. Images of the hippocampus. Okay. The hippocampus right here. And this is what it looks like inside of the brain. And this is where the idiom comes from, shooting from the hip, the hippocampus, because this is part of your memory right here. So if you studied for something and you had a presentation and you had notes that you're going to be looking at and the coffee spilt on your notes and all you could go is by what you remembered you wrote the night before or anything like that, that's called shooting from the hip. Okay, and this is the white horse that Jesus Christ rides in on. Okay, guys, I'm running out of time. I'm going to have to fire through this stuff here. Parabellum is para, and the bellum comes from cerebellum. Cerebellum means to be, bellum means at war. So the lower mind, our egos, is at war with the higher mind, all right? And then when we come here and we type para in, para is the fact, irregular, abnormal, altered, or contrary to. So this is why you have para in the parables, because the parables have been altered. I got to say real quick that the Gentile couldn't follow the law because they didn't understand it. The Gentile were created as barbarians. So when Jesus says, do not give to the dogs what is holy or throw your pearls before the swine, if you do, they're going to be trampled under your feet and then they'll turn and tear you to pieces. He's telling the disciples then not to go into the cities and the towns of the Samaritans, because if you do, they're going to get a hold of this Bible and they're going to change your pearls, your beautiful pearls, which are the parables, and turn them into trampled garbage under your feet. And that's what the Gentile have done. The question, what is the Christ fluid called that produced in the middle of the brain? The Christ fluid or Christ oil refers to the cerebrospinal fluid, which is known in alternative health and esoteric philosophies by the sacred secretion theory. So this is where the word secret comes, is from secrete. It's the oil that's produced, the dimethylene tryptamine that is produced in the middle of the brain, which gives us our hallucination, which fires off the neurons between the pituitary gland and the pineal gland, which gives us this illusion. Hope you enjoyed it. This is White Raptor News Ministries.